relationship only works when two self-respecting individuals respect each other. पर अगर आप खुद को ही respect नहीं करोगे, how will you know how to respect the other person?
Going for a run at 5 in the morning is something which I love, which people don't understand, but it's...
I know, right?
I know, right? What the hell?
It's
Cancel culture or no cancel culture, I've always felt very responsible for being very careful whatever I put out. कभी-कभी मजाक में हम चीजें बोल देते हैं, but not everyone takes jokes in a certain way.
Hi, this is Aditi and you are watching me on ETimes. Today I have a lovely bundle of warmth joining me, whose time and again made our bad days better and happy days amazing with some beautiful stories they bring us. Ayush and Barkha, a huge welcome to ETimes, and we are so happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
So
That's such a warm introduction.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
How sweet. Thank you so much.
You know, I'd be lying if I say my heart is not attached to Please Find Attached because it's such a beautiful show, very relatable and refreshing for today's youth. And you know, when I look at Shaurya and Sanya, they remind me how necessary growth is in one's personal and professional lives. So how do you guys look at their individualities?
Exactly the way you said it. Like, you know, individual growth is very important. When you're in a relationship, you genuinely are taking care of each other. And sometimes you tend to forget yourself. Sometimes the other person overpowers. And there's not much balance in it. Yeah. So it's very important to strike that balance of individuality and as a relationship and in your workplace as well. Yeah. So it's life is about maintaining the overall balance of it. So I feel it's of prime importance to me for sure, as compared to as far as these characters go, also as far as Ayush goes. Yeah. Like it's very important.
What about you, Mark?
No, very well put. I think while a relationship is for two people, but it's also two people. It's not one person. So it's equally important, you know, maintaining your individuality in a relationship. Just because of relationship में हो ये नहीं कि आप बह गए relationship में. Because a relationship only works when two self-respecting individuals respect each other. पर अगर आप खुद को ही respect नहीं करोगे, how will you know how to respect the other person?
Exactly.
So I feel it's very important to maintain a strong sense of individuality in a relationship. And as Ayush said, same applies. ये आपको ये काफी सारे इसके beats आपको season 3 में भी दिखेंगे क्योंकि while season 1 was just like finding each other, season 2 was more like finding a work-life balance. Season 3 is finding a balance in exactly this जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, between a relationship and maintaining your individuality within a relationship.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Thank you. We too actually.
Yeah.
So, you know, Ayush, are you more of a Shaurya in real life too? And would you agree with all the choices he makes throughout the show?
I'm not actually a lot like Shaurya.
Okay.
Shaurya is very trying to be perfect in a lot of things. I relate to that aspect of it, but it's not a hard and fast rule. I try my level best on it. Also, I feel Shaurya as a character is very... has a tinge of insecurity as compared to in this season also you will see
in the trailer
as compared to his work is concerned, or as compared to his love life is concerned, as compared to a little as Ayush, it's a little different like that. I don't feel insecure in certain areas of life. So there is like a lot of difference. He's very well mannered, poised, and all that jazz. Yeah. I don't think so. I am that. So it's a lot of miss and match. But yeah, it's always fun playing Shaurya because there's a lot of poise and there's a lot of warmth in Shaurya, which I feel is my connecting point with him. I think he's a very giving character, and as Ayush, I feel I am also very giving. So I think that's where
both of you
we match in those intersecting point, and that's how we take it forward.
You know, Barkha, you have earlier shared that you are always intrigued with characters who are very layered, grounded, and different from each other.
Yeah.
So what was it about Sanya that really attracted you?
I think so. This is different because Sanya is a character and Shaurya, as opposed to everything in the show, is something that has grown with us. So when we started doing Please Find Attached, when we started this journey, there wasn't any that much focus on building, say, a screen character. The focus was more on making this person relatable.
Yeah.
So, like this, like say last time when we met, it was more about talking about a character that was built, you know, for
Yeah.
that this thing. But Sanya is someone who's grown with me. She's still evolving. So I think this is something that really intrigues me about this thing, because I feel she's so relatable. Whether it's her sense of fashion, whether like last season where her wanting to, you know, study or like do different things, shift a job, whatever. So I think she is someone who's like everyone is ever evolving. क्योंकि ये मैंने पहले इंटरव्यूज में भी बोला था that सीजन 1 आया था 4-5 साल पहले, सीजन 2 आया है अब, I mean सीजन 2 आया था 2 साल पहले, and season 3 is coming now. So apart from the characters, I think it's also the audience is growing with it. हम भी बड़े हो रहे हैं, characters भी बड़े हो रहे हैं, audience भी बड़े हो रहे हैं. So yeah, that is the beauty about this show, and that is the beauty about this character, which I love the most. कि वो evolve होते जा रहे हैं.
You know, I'm really looking forward to see more seasons of Please Find Attached too, because the first season it had just 3 episodes if I'm not wrong, and बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो
Correct.
गया.
हाँ, shooting भी बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो गई.
7 दिन में हो गई.
7 दिन में खत्म.
And it was an experimental basis
Yeah.
show, and it did really well. And then we fully fleshed out season 2, and season 3 obviously is now taking it to the next level and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really
Bigger and
you're going to really like season 3 for sure.
So, you know, Barkha, coming to you again, being an influencer as well as a celebrity figure, people are always assessing you and looking at your social media constantly. So, you know, are you a lot careful about what you tweet, post, talk or rant about? Because especially with the ongoing cancel culture, which was way more prevalent on social media.
Right.
So, how do you look at that? And
I mean, cancel culture or no cancel culture, I feel when you reach out to such a large number of people, and a lot of my audience happen to be at, you know, between the age groups of like 13, anything between 13 to 30, you know, is my main audience. While, you know, the more mature people are still, you know, they're not as impressionable, but I feel जो late school, early college वाले जो age group है वो बहुत impressionable होती है. So whether there is a cancel culture or no cancel culture, I've always felt very responsible for being very careful whatever I put out. You like, you know, कभी-कभी मजाक पे हम चीजें बोल देते हैं. But not everyone takes jokes in a certain way. You know, you never know कि आपने जो online बोला है लोगों को वो joke लगा या वो actually reality लगा. So I think it's very important हमेशा to be very conscious and very responsible about you know what you're talking. And I've also used my social media platforms in the past to shed light on issues that are very close to me, say animal welfare, animal environmentalism. These are things that I really care about very deeply. And I have been able to use you know, whether it's my YouTube channel or whether it's my Instagram page, to raise funds for them, to raise awareness always, definitely. So I think once you have that opportunity, it's always better to use it in a more productive, you know, productive way, as opposed to just khud ki badhai karna, you know. But also on the flip side, when it comes to things about myself, what I reveal about myself, I'm a very private person in general. Like there's obviously a lot online on my Instagram handles, on my YouTube handle, but there's also a lot that is not.
yeah.
So I think that is also a very conscious balance that I have tried to maintain.
You know, Ayush, I love your Instagram. I love stalking you so much.
I think don't all girls
Exactly.
and guys.
Thank you
He's
so much.
very cute.
Thank you so much.
I think we'll all have to agree.
Thank
So,
you.
you know, with the heavy consumption of social media, mental health has actually been at a toss. And you being in the creative industry, where it can actually be very overwhelming keeping up with the trends and expectations, have there been moments where you personally felt low, and how do you take care of yourself at that time?
You know, taking time off is something which is the best thing which works for me. I think spending time with your family, spending time with your close friends, spending time with your girlfriend, and you know that's where I find my sanity at. And I feel if there's anything getting out of hand, these are the people who will bring me back to my reality of where I should be, what I must be thinking, and where am I going wrong. Also doing the things I love, that gets me in a zone where I start feeling happier. If I'm feeling happier about things, things will eventually turn out to be better for me, for people around me, and stuff like that. So I think things I love doing is going for long drives, basic things like playing football, watching football, having pizza. These are things which on a daily basis probably I don't do it, but when I go back to it, it's so sacred to me. So it's something. Going for a run at 5 in the morning is something which I love, which people don't understand, but it's
I know, right?
What the hell?
it's so silent, it's so empty.
It's also empty at 2 a.m.
No, 2 is a little too early, but 5 is the right amount. You see the sunrise, you see birds, you see life coming back to life. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So these kind of things really bring me back to my happy place. So yeah, I cope with it like that.
I like your approach towards things.
Towards waking up in the morning especially.
Thank you so much.
So, you have been a very prominent face in the web for ages now, and I would say like you are one of the OG web actors.
Thank you so much.
Is it safe to say that you have a grip on the audience's preferences? How do you constantly reinvent yourself knowing that?
Luckily, I've been surrounded by a lot of creative people, a lot of insanely talented people. And, you always, in your friend circles, be it directors, writers, always try to know what they are watching, what they are getting inspired from. And in turn, you get inspired from that, and you're just like, my God. So while I know I've done a decent job, or I must have given my all, there is always something to strive for. So I always keep looking for that. I always keep looking for something that, yaar, ye kaise kar liya, yaar, ab to ye karna padega. So, it's always a quest of, I have to better myself to try to do that. And that also gives me happiness. That doesn't let me settle. Getting a grip on the audience is something I don't know. I don't know if I have, I don't have. But I give it my all. I give my heart out. I give everything I have to a project. And in turn, the audience always, touch wood, luckily sees it. And that's why I get a lot of love. And I'm blessed and grateful for that. So I just probably know one approach: to give in your all, give in all your heart, give in all your love, and in return you might get it.
Exactly.
That's not a mandate, but it's something which the audience, I think, sees through, and they give me. So I feel blessed for that, and I always want it. So please never stop. Never. Sare cameras mein dekh ke bolo, and never stop.
Barkha, you have always been a go-getter person throughout your life, because the last time when we spoke, you told me that, was it with your travel vlogs or anything, you have taken risks because you started out at a time when no one was doing such things.
No, people were doing travel vlogs. Like, I wasn't traveling solo.
So I would say that with that, you also have a massive fan following. People look up to your work. So is it challenging to, find that balance between the need of your fans and the kind of growth that you require yourself from it?
I think I should answer this. I think Barkha does this brilliantly. I don't think so anyone does it better than Barkha. She has a balance of acting. She has a balance of her social media. She's putting up reels almost every day, which is effort, which is a lot of effort, which is a lot of hard work, which is a lot of, I don't know how she looks good every day. Like, there are days where I look like shit, but it's a lot of hard work, and it's commendable. And a lot of people would be like, they would negate this fact. But you also have to understand that she gets up every morning to do this, so it's not easy to do it. So I really feel there's a lot of hard work she puts in, which people negate.
I think I'm going to have to share my lunch with you today.
Yes. ये सब lunch के लिए था, guys. ये सब lunch के लिए था. But yeah, I genuinely mean it. Yeah. You can answer the
I
question.
mean, yeah, like there is like, you know, striking a balance is A, important, and B,
Yeah.
it can get a little tricky. And apart from that, what I would also like to bring in here is this whole aspect of brand deals, you know, when you're working with a whole lot of brands on your
Yeah.
social media handles, because influencer marketing is a new, you know, reality now that a lot of
Yeah.
brands are really highly investing in. It has a, you know, upward sloping trend of influencer marketing. So that is something that gets a little tricky in terms of providing value for your fans and providing value for yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a
so
blur.
how I try striking this balance is, even if it is a branded deal, I try to make it as organic as possible. I try to involve things that, you know, the audience like anyway. Like, so, you
They
know,
can
it's
relate
it's
to.
not just like a, hey, buy this, best hair, yay, wo. There's always like some concept
Correct.
behind it. There's always
Yeah.
a theme to the video. There's always, you'll get comedy, or you'll get like a dance, or you'll get some fashion tips. So there's always, I think the trick is to just providing more than just what is your bare minimum.
Yeah. You know, I really like the chemistry that you guys have, the off-screen and the on-screen thing.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much,
Thank you
guys,
so
for
much.
doing this with me. I had a great time chatting with you, and I really look forward to more those small video snippets which you keep doing, and more seasons of Please Find.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.